Market downturns have you worried? Not sure whether to hold, sell, or buy more when the markets get a little shaky? Well, let's look at the past and see what history can teach us. My name's Mike Salisbury, Portfolio Manager with Strong Private Wealth of Raymond James. So you're looking at the markets and they're down. A lot. And it's making you feel a little uneasy. Okay, a lot uneasy. And you may be sitting there thinking, how am I going to afford to retire? How am I going to afford my mortgage payment? How am I going to afford my car payment? Am I going to be perpetually hungry because I can't afford to buy a Snickers bar? I need to buy new khakis. How am I going to buy new khakis? How am I going to get to the mall to buy new khakis if I can't afford my car payment? Speaking of the mall, the holidays are coming up. I need to buy my kid the G.I. Joe with the Kung Fu grip. Oh! Okay, let's just stop and take a step back and look at the markets over the long run. Over the last few years, you've probably heard people popularize the phrase, "Stonks always go up." Well, this is kind of true. If you have the patience to wait out the downdrafts in the market, chances are, over the long term, you will make money in the market. And therein lies the secret. Now, the issue, though, is how risk-averse we are as a species. There was a study published by two psychologists back in 1992 in Canada titled Advances in Prospect Theory, Cumulative Representation of Uncertainty, which was published therefore compounding the negative effects. All this is to say, when the market drops, it affects us up to 5 times more up here than what the equivalent market gain would be. Let's take a look at some examples from modern history to show that when the market has hit turbulent waters, not only given enough time has it survived, but it has ended up thriving. Just a couple years ago in 2020, we had the pandemic hit us. And, well, the market didn't do so well for a while there. But take a look at what happened afterwards. Now, those of you who are students of the market are probably sitting there saying, but COVID was different. And you wouldn't be wrong. That bear market that we saw during COVID was the fastest recession recovery I think that has ever been recorded. So let's go back a few more years. Those of you who are watching are old enough to remember 2008 and what that meant to financial markets. That was a pretty scary time. This is what it looked like. But given enough time, look at what has happened. All right, let's dip a little further back. Let's go 30 years back to 1987 when we had a crash back then. This is what happened to the markets. Now, this is the recovery. Okay, well, some of you might be asking, what if the economy is structurally broken and the government's unwilling to help and there's major risk of geopolitical issues at play? Well, there's a chart for that too. And I guarantee you, most of you watching this probably don't remember it because you weren't alive. And if you were alive during this time, you probably only have childhood memories of what was going on. So I give you the Great Depression. But even here, when the world was facing arguably the biggest economic and political challenges it had ever seen, the market ended up recovering. And anyone who sold here out of fear probably wasn't too happy with their decision. But then again, trying to accurately predict the market's movements is anyone's guess. And if you can do that, I want whatever kind of fortune-telling skills you possess because that's pretty amazing. So remember, even though the markets may look grim at times, in the past, they have always recovered given enough patience. Now, if you looked at the charts that I just showed you and you still feel a little sick to your stomach, you may not have an appropriate level of risk in your portfolio, and you may need to change your investment mix. Talk to your financial advisor, or if you want us to give you a second opinion, feel free to reach out to us because our goal at Strong Private Wealth is to help you live a life well invested. I'm Mike Salisbury, Portfolio Manager with Strong Private Wealth of Raymond James. If you like this video, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that little bell for alerts so you never miss a video we put out. Thank you for watching.